Hey everyone, so here we are stood in Europe, and over there is Asia.
Welcome to one of the crossroads of the world, Istanbul. So this is our first stop. We're in the Blue Mosque, and it's called the Blue Mosque because you've got blue tiles basically. It's having a lot of renovations at the minute, which is unsurprising considering it's 404 years old. So there's a lot of scaffolding up, but it's a really nice, beautiful building. You can just see the tiles and mosaics. It just looks really ornate. So the Blue Mosque was amazing, but this is absolutely breathtaking. It's the most important building in Turkey. It's the Hagia Sophia, and it's a bit of a political pawn really because it keeps swapping between a church and a mosque and a museum, and literally about 5 or 6 weeks ago it became a mosque again, and that's why you can see a lot of the murals that have made reference to Christianity are covered up by I'm assuming scribes from the Quran. We're at the Grand Bazaar now, and apparently there's over 4,000 shops here. The place is huge. It's great, it's so authentic, it's really nice. It reminds me a little bit of the souks in Marrakesh. Anyway, we've stopped off for a coffee, Ivan's favourite pastime. So what you got?
I've got a latte, so Ryan's got a double espresso.
Double espresso because I'm feeling a little bit tired.
And some homemade lemonade.
Some homemade lemonade.
You know, so here we are authentically.
That's really nice. Let's try that. So what did you buy at the Grand Bazaar?
Nothing. Over 4,000 shops, right? Over 4,000 shops. And as you would expect, they sell a lot of trinkets and stuff like that, you know. But you can get some very expensive things, so a lot of gold and stuff like that, and jewellery. So
got to make sure you barter.
it's a tourist trap. Absolutely, key is bartering. Key is making sure you knock the price down. You know, if you stop, like any, you know, if you're not familiar with this way of life, as soon as you stop and look at something, they're on you.
And what happened when you said, "Oh, I fancy a coffee"?
Well, they were right there to know, please take a seat, and you know, and we did. We stopped and had a lovely little coffee in the bazaar, which is dead nice, you know. But literally, back hearing, they heard the word coffee, they were like straight on you. Would you like a seat, sir? Okay, yeah, okay, no problem. You know, but it was great. So no, it's great to be in there. We've just spent only probably about 30 minutes in there. You could literally spend hours if you love your shopping and stuff like that. You could literally, it's a maze, right? But you know, if you just want to come and have a bit of a taste, it's a must-see. You have to come here. You can't come to Istanbul and not come to the Grand Bazaar. It is as simple as that.
So we're having lunch now. Stopped off at this nice kebab restaurant, and we're starting off with this huge piece of bread. It looks bigger than it actually is because it's quite hollow inside. It's red art.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got some dates, we've got some olives.
What are they? Smoked and pickled eggplants.
Okay.
Chili paste, tomatoes, pepper, onion, chili paste. Hummus. Haydari, yogurt, mint and garlic. Stuffed winey leaves with rice. And Turkish olives. Accompanied with butter and goat cheese. And Turkish bread.
Amazing.
Would you like to drink something?
What have you got now?
So we got some kebab meat, some rice, some onions, some roasted peppers. It looks really, really nice.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what this is, Ivan?
I really don't actually, to be fair. What is it?
It's called a baklava.
It's called a
Baklava.
baklava. Right, okay. Which is what, pastry?
It's like a pastry, sweet pastry.
What's inside it? It looks,
Dish.
looks like pesto. I know it's not, but
Yeah, I don't know what that is actually, to be fair. That's the taste. But yeah, it's a pastry dish, but it's really, really sweet.
okay.
We're in Topkapi Palace now, which is it's a big compound housing various different things. It's the administrative centre of the Ottoman sultans as well. And the museum itself, because there's a big museum within the compound, is a museum of the Ottoman Empire.
Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an amazing thing. I mean, it's huge. I was saying earlier to Ryan that it reminds us a little bit of like the inside compound of like something like the Kremlin.
Yeah.
And maybe like the Vatican, but like the Vatican City as well, potentially. Yeah. Day, and we've now come down to the pool. We had to book first, so we had to ring up for social distancing. They had to kind of make sure there's only so many people around the pool at any one time. So we came down, we booked 5 PM, we're in. We're now here, beautiful cloudless day. We're about to go in there. Right. Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 here in Istanbul.
And today we're going to take a boat or a ferry over to the Asian side. Asia in about 20 minutes, who'd have thought it. So we've come to a neighbourhood called Kadıköy, which is just across the Bosphorus. So we've got the ferry, and there's different ferry routes that connect the two parts of Istanbul. Really cheap, well we think it's cheap anyway. We bought an Istanbul style Oyster card. So we're not sure how much that cost us, we'll find out for you though. So yeah, so we're going to get some views of the European side from the Asian side, and then we're going to go back over there.
Just like that, we are back in Europe.
We are, so we're in a part of Istanbul now that we don't know how to pronounce. I think it's called Eminu or somewhere like that. It's a really nice part of the city. You can get river cruises from here where you can go out onto the Bosphorus. You've got the Galata up there, which is like the watchtower that watches over the city, and you've got the spice market, so we're going to go check that out. It's a shame you got to wear your mask, because I've just had a little smell and it smells amazing.
It's not as intense as in the Grand Bazaar. They're not as full on, they're not bothering you as much. You actually feel like you could stop and look at something without somebody pouncing on you, do you know what I mean?
Climbed a little bit of a hill, and we've done that to come and see this behind me, which is called the Galata Tower. I mentioned it earlier on, and I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, but it's called the Galata Tower, and it's actually an old watchtower that watches over the entire city. I think in normal times you can actually go up there, but it looks like they're doing some renovation.
And so that was our experience of Istanbul for a weekend, and if you want culture as a truly transcontinental city, this is the place to visit.
Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube and make sure you hit the bell so you get the notifications about our future video content. Also check out our website, which is www.theglobeguys.com.
And we'll see you in the next destination.